This is a video of the house on Marshall, and as you can see, there's walls here that had to be replaced, and so the walls up above, which were sand texture, had to be sanded down to meet the smoothness of the new wall. And obviously the adjoining wall then had to be sanded. And as we go around, following that wall, then these other walls, when the baseboard was removed by the water people, they tore up the wall. So this whole section of wall here, which is about 15 feet or 12 feet, and this whole section of wall, which is like 16 or 18 feet, and then the back wall here, which is about 8 feet, all had to be repaired. This is a wall that had to be 4 feet replaced because of water damage. So this wall, which is all one piece, so to speak, would have to be sanded smooth to match, and in a sense, the adjoining wall, the same thing, otherwise it would stick out. And similarly, this wall right here section was replaced, this corner section, and again, same scenario where it adjoins into other walls. So there would be a huge difference in the wall seen. As the texture, sand texture was very, very large. And again, we have the same thing here where we've got this section of wall board was replaced, and above all had to be sanded down. And again, the same scenario here going around the corner, that drywall was replaced, which then of course the adjoining wall right here, and then this wall and the rest of the walls would have to match the same texture. And going into the theater room, we have the same thing, drywall being replaced on the wall going into the theater room. This is new drywall here, 4 feet up. And going into the theater room, we've got the same scenario in a sense where 4 feet up is new drywall, which would be totally sand. And this room had even more sand texture for sound. So this wall would have to be sanded down to match the same texture. And this whole length of wall, which is probably at least 20 feet, we have the same scenario, new drywall up 4 feet. So the wall had to be sanded down for wall texture to match. And again, we've got the back wall, which is right up to this wall. So if it was a different texture, would stick out. And I apologize for the light, but this same scenario we had for this wall here where the wallboard had to be replaced. And so that entire section had to be sanded down to match. And new drywall also right here. So the same scenario, this wall has to be sanded down to match.